So many buttons.
All the buttons.
I try to turn my attitude around. I still don't feel great. And I still worked out.
Good job.
Yep. But I feel gross. Yeah.
I just very sleepy.
I'm not real. I mean, I am a little tired. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I am tired. I might actually take a nap also, sitting in the chair. Because that sounds nice.
Oh no.
Well, we put it out there. We said yesterday, 4:30, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh, good times, good times. Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
That's right.
Nobody's gonna know that.
Nope.
That is more niche than the other one. We watch a lot of YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and
Monday, Wednesday,
now we're part of the YouTube,
we
the
are.
YouTube landscape.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Now it's stuck in my head.
It's been stuck in my head for days.
Really?
Yes, because originally I was gonna say, well, let's just do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Exactly, and that was like 4 or 5 days ago.
That's funny.
Ugh. We've been streaming for 87 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
It's not true.
It is not. It is not.
It's been longer than that. But as per usual, we'll wait and see if anybody joins us, and if not, we'll just get into the video. Wonder, I don't know. Maybe like we'll come up with something to do like while we're waiting.
Maybe, I don't know, make it like a little game or something to play. I don't know. It's kind of weird though, right?
Guess the number.
Guess the number
Guess the number.
between
Just guess the number.
uh
You're right.
7,432.
Correct. You're right. How did you know?
I don't
Guess the number between 1 and 150 million.
know. So many numbers.
Ugh. We
uh,
could take a nap while we're waiting for everybody to get here.
I know, right? I'm done.
That would be good content.
I'm down. Let me just like,
Mhm. And you would be snoring.
I don't
You do.
snore.
And if you keep saying that you don't, I'm gonna film it and put it on YouTube for everybody to see.
I believe it.
See, nobody would be shocked that I snore. Well, I look like I would snore.
You definitely snore.
I know I do. It's been a part of my whole existence from the time I was a little kid. Is nothing new in my life. I snore at levels that disturb neighbors that are 3 units down.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you're only on the neighbors right now.
Oh, I'm not.
You were snoring pretty good when I came to bed last night.
So tired.
I was like, "What is that?" Yeah, yeah. You were sawing some logs last night.
Nah.
Yeah, okay. If you say so. She
Nah.
does snore. Don't let her fool you. Tiny people can snore too, dude.
I guess I snore. I never used to.
No, you didn't. You were the most silent sleeper I had ever met until probably like 2 or 3 years ago.
Interesting.
Because I remember the first time I heard you snoring, it took me quite a while to figure out what I was hearing. I was like looking around like something was broken.
Is the fan making weird noises?
No, it was you. It was definitely you.
Oh well.
The lumberjack.
Guess you hit 35 and something happens.
35? Was that like 15 years ago? It's been almost 10 for me.
Mm-hmm.
This year will make 10 years since I've been 35.
Hmm?
Where's the time gone, man? It's crazy.
Away.
Jeez, I'm getting old. As you can tell by all the gray. Something like you almost can't even see my beard on camera.
I love
It's so gray.
it. I love it. He,
Dude, it's gotten super gray over the last couple years.
I know.
It was not like this.
I like it.
Mm. As I can tell by all the complaining you do when you sprinkle my own beard hairs back onto me.
You throw my hairs back on
I
me.
do not. I complain about them, I do, because they're everywhere.
I know.
Everywhere. But now it's to the point where I don't know if it's you or our kid.
Both kids. Now they both have long hair.
Yes, but only one of them has blonde hair.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, I'm only going to give it like 2 more minutes and we're going to jump into this. I did tell everybody
Let the countdown begin.
4:30 Monday, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. It doesn't have the
We
same
can
ring
make
to
our
it.
own though.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Happy days. What a day
Grooving all week with you.
for the booze. Oh,
Anyways,
I am tired. Now that I'm down here in the dark, I'm like, oh, it's dark and
I
cold. It
know.
feels nice.
I
I
sleepy.
was fine, and then I worked out, and I was like, oh man, I feel sleepy. I had my morning English muffin. It was delicious.
I ate a granola bar today.
Where'd you get a granola bar?
They're in my box. One of my coworkers always complains
Mm,
because I never eat when I'm at work, and I said I never have time.
which is ridiculous because you
So
work at a
she,
restaurant.
I know, I don't have time to like sit down and eat real food.
You
So
had
she
time
bought
to eat a
granola bars
granola
and
bar.
stuck them in my box.
You
I
could put
literally like shoved it in my mouth while
you
I was
could
going
put the
to
plate down
cook.
on your desk in the office and just eat it as you go by. Yeah,
Because then I have to eat cold food, and that's
yeah.
stupid. I'm not a server anymore.
You're so picky. The
I'm not a vulture anymore.
You're the pickiest of
I know.
eaters.
I know.
Only second to our children.
Mm, this is true.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if anybody's coming, but you know what?
Let's do it.
For those of you who watch this afterwards, thank you. We are going to get into this today. We are on the last day of the Megan picks, and this is the 30 scariest paranormal encounters caught by cops.
Yeah,
Scary compilation V73 by Mystery Man.
different, but like body cam mixed with paranormal.
Yeah, it's pretty cool,
I
actually.
like it.
I actually like this idea. 30 scariest paranormal encounters caught by popos. Here are the most scary moments cops witnessed paranormal activity. These are some scary and paranormal encounter videos that cops witness and will leave you terrified, disturbed, shocked, and wondering.
Dun dun dun. I bet I know a video that will be on here so specifically.
Is it the guy
No,
that oh, I bet that's on here though.
it is my least favorite person to talk about's house.
Your least favorite person to talk about house.
It's my least favorite person and his family home.
Zach Bagans.
No.
Your least favorite person?
Hmm.
I have no idea.
Family killer.
Oh, all
Uh-huh.
right,
You
yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
Remember?
Chris Watts.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna bet that the guy with the beard who seemed very jovial and friendly, but then turned out he wanted to R word and murder the girl behind the door will be on here.
Oh, yeah.
He seems to be in all of them.
Yes, he
Pretty sure
does.
he's still in
Is it
jail.
very paranormal or anything, though?
This doesn't specifically
It says paranormal
on the
encounters.
title, but down below it didn't specifically say. It literally says paranormal encounter videos. Maybe it does. All right, we'll see. We'll see.
Like I said,
All right, like and subscribe.
do all of the things.
Yeah, do the thingy things.
Yeah,
And let's get underway here.
let's do it.
The following footage was captured by an officer responding to a break-in call at a newly built house. When the officer arrived, he discovered that the homeowners were away. After looking around several times, he was sure no one else was inside, though something felt off. When he returned to the car, he saw this.
There.
At least I know I'm not crazy. Because there's definitely somebody standing right there.
member joined us.
And now
Oh, I
they're
saw
gone.
that move.
In the big window?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in the doorway back
Tell
there.
me how nuts. And now they're back. You see it? Tell me I'm fucking crazy. That's the creepiest shit I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely not.
He's like,
Yeah,
later.
but how come there's other lights on in the building? It's how do we know people don't live there?
I don't know. I have
But
no
I
idea.
was looking specifically for that because the way it's set up is like, nope, it's like this is an abandoned building.
Mm,
But then if you look at the very top window, the lights are all on.
yeah. I don't know.
So I'm wondering
I definitely saw that though.
if we're being duped here.
I don't know.
Bad cop, bad cop.
Was it
No
just an
donuts for you.
illusion, a ghost, or was someone hiding too well for the police to find?
See what I mean? Why are the lights
I
on?
guess
Yeah.
we'll never know.
I don't know.
Maybe it's some
In a
Construction?
food court
crack
of
it.
a closed mall, a security officer mentioned he had a girl crying in the dining area during the night. When he went to check it out, he saw a little girl who seemed only visible
This dude
to
has
him.
the lightest
She
Irish
said
accent
she
I've
was
ever
looking
heard.
for her
Mhm.
mother. After talking to her for a while, the officer left to report his discovery. His colleagues informed him that no one else was in the area. What could he have encountered that
Again, I'm going to call out the horrendously easy thing to point out here, the most obvious thing ever. It's outside.
Mm-hmm.
How do we know it's not somebody walking by or somebody up in another window or somebody inside or somebody in
But
the
he's like
vicinity?
standing there talking to her and like pats her on the head.
I thought I missed that whole part. I thought they just said he heard a cry
No,
and that
he
was
was
it.
literally standing there. It's what he's
But
reaching out,
dude,
doing is like either patting her on the shoulder or like the head or something. Ah,
I was just talking to the little girl right there.
I mean, I get it.
I just, no. What do you mean? You get what? She's right there.
at night? This man was filling up his gas.
T-Noodle. I was thinking about you last night. I was playing the roller coaster game, and I was like, I remember T-Noodle said this sounded like a good idea.
Yo,
And
what up,
I
T-nudes?
was playing T-Nudes.
What?
Please keep your clothes on, sir.
Yeah,
When
don't
you noticed
don't
this.
send those.
No nudes for you. But nudes for me.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh my God. She just went Super Saiyan.
Yo,
Oh, there's nothing I like more
than someone being tased.
than a good tase. Hey, Tina. I and I know that makes me sound like a bad person, but man, I love watching somebody get tased.
Taser.
Oh, dude, it's so fun. My one of my favorite videos is unfortunately you don't get to see the moment of impact, but it's a girl and she's at a Walmart and she's a heavy set girl. She's dressed very skimpy
Mhm.
and she's a meth addict. They say it in the video. And she goes to rush the police with, I forget if she has a knife or, but she has something in her hands. Dude, they nail her with that taser, and she just, stiff as a board, just takes out shelves when she falls. It's one of the most epic taser moments I've ever seen.
You too? Okay, so it's
Oh
not just us.
my God. Give me the
It's
taser.
it's good.
I love the taser.
I love when people just instantly
Oh, dude, it's the best. It is the best because they go from being overly aggressive to just,
or just
it's,
make noises. It's unfortunately it's funny.
I love the taser. Anytime I see the taser come out, I get excited.
Do it.
Yeah, it's so fun.
The woman was screaming loudly,
Yeah.
convinced she
I'd
had
vote
some
out
kind
on
of
that. No,
special
thank you.
force.
I'm getting up
The
there in
officer
my age. I don't know if my heart could handle the taser, if I'm being
I'm
honest.
good.
I feel like it would send me into cardiac
I
arrest.
have been electrocuted by doing
I've been
household
electrocuted.
electrical, and it's not great, that feeling, and that's not even close to what a taser is.
I got electrocuted by a car battery once,
Ugh.
and it sent me back on my ass. It
Dude,
did.
that feeling, I don't like. I couldn't imagine it just being sent
It was
literally everywhere.
it was rough. So that makes me know that probably couldn't take a taser, if I'm being
I
honest.
got it in my fingertips. It traveled up my arm. I felt it through my elbow, into my shoulder, and like down at the base of my neck. And it was just,
Because Megan's the kind of person that she'll do any home renovation like out there. She has no problem working.
Mhm.
But she has this inability to check and make sure that everything is ready for it.
I am not a clumsy person. So when that happens, it's just weird.
Yeah, not clumsy at all.
Scene decided to use his taser. Fortunately,
You're the
he
only
was
person I
able to
know
get
that
the
could trip eating
situation
food,
under control.
chewing.
Uh,
On October 10th,
There was
2023,
nothing paranormal about that, though.
no, it was just a crazy
So
lady.
just like I said in the beginning, they're not all going to be paranormal.
It's just a crazy lady.
a traffic stop turned into a terrifying event for a police officer.
Sarah.
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
No.
Already took them all.
All right. Sit tight, Sarah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, I've seen this
Your
video.
registration is
Yeah.
Ah!
What
We've seen this video before. I've also seen other people watch it. And as the cop turns, they use that moment there's a cut in there.
Okay.
It's already been shown by many other channels and stuff. I don't I understand that the bottom view of the police dash cam,
hmm
it makes it more believable. But it really doesn't because
You can cut that too.
well, no, it's not even that you can cut that. You don't need to. It's because there's the perspective that you need to see that the lady's there and then not is not in that. It's really
That's true.
so you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
act however you want in the top one, and then you just you cut the frame and pop her out. So it's fake. Trust me, it's fake.
That caught me off guard, though. I was not expecting that.
We've seen
What
this
the
before.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, it's an older clip.
3201.
In an instant, a girl named Sarah vanished without a trace.
That's why
Dash
things
cam shows
always
no-
happen in those movement
And
frames.
in that panning.
Because as long as the camera's like moving, it's much easier to cut because then anything that looks odd just looks like part of the body movement.
hmm
And anybody who ever wants to call me out on stuff like this, I'll prove it and I will edit something to do that. I can do this stuff. It's not hard. It's the same old school trick that my son uses when he makes videos to make people disappear.
Yep.
It's the same thing. The double perspective does sell it more. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not hard to fake.
And it's crazy too, because our son, he literally just he doesn't use any editing software. He just pauses.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing that we did back in the 80s with camcorders and
Mhm.
home video cameras. All you do is pause it and then make sure everybody's back where they were and then unpause it and go back to recording and then you can move people around and it just makes them look like they disappear.
Mhm.
It's the same concept. It's just better now because you have more editing software and you have more things that you can do to make it look believable.
Yeah,
And people have obviously gotten better at it.
I was
no
not
doors
expecting that.
opening
Yeah.
or anyone around to help her escape. From that moment on, there was no sign of Sarah. The police couldn't identify her, and her true identity remains a mystery.
See how it when she turns, and I know it would happen in real life, but then she turns back real quick, but it's like a little faster than everything else.
Yeah.
It's then. It happens in there.
Okay.
On August 3rd, 2023, a group entered an abandoned house when they suddenly saw something chilling.
Because before this one kicks off, another thing I want to point out is do you think that if a police officer went up to a car to pull somebody over
Mhm.
and they disappeared like that, that wouldn't be all over the news?
Yeah, probably.
You would have definitely heard about it. It would have been the most talked about thing on the planet.
hmm
So,
A child standing alone in a room, motionless, staring directly at them.
that's creepy.
Thinking he might be lost, they cautiously moved closer.
Don't put your gun at him.
Yeah, that's 100% real.
But as they did, the door to the room slammed shut.
These are not police officers. Did you see how he was dressed?
Yeah.
We're
I don't know.
Terrified, they ran, shaken by the encounter.
that's some
And
real
when they looked
police
back,
issue.
the boy had
clothing.
vanished without a trace. What could be going on here?
They look like they're hunting.
A hotel security manager submitted paranormal footage to the Illinois Police Department after receiving multiple complaints about screaming sounds coming.
This is fake. This is fake. This is made by the same guy who makes the Blackwell Ghost.
Really?
Yes, this is his video.
Okay.
This is a very old clip, and that's how I know it's fake. Somebody found all the original information, and this is actually the guy from the movie who makes the movie. This is him.
We love those
From
movies, by
room
the way.
Yeah,
209.
they're fake, but they're
They're really
they're
good.
He
very
decided
entertaining.
to
Yes.
investigate.
What room is that?
Listen to his voice.
John, do you copy?
That's him.
Hmm.
It's room 209. Amy says nobody's checked into that room, and there's reports of screaming coming from that room. Amy, he's on his way down there right now.
I know, me too.
Oh, dude, we watched all of them.
They're so good.
I don't know if we've seen them all because I think there was another one that was supposed to come out, but the last one we watched was the one in Florida.
Yep.
Which is crazy because it is still cool. We actually really like those. Um, the story that he's in the Ocala National Forest, which
Mhm.
is where I grew up. I lived most of my life in Ocala, Florida.
Yep.
And while the story is not true, there is something that coincides with the story that he's telling. And there was a serial killer that apparently did some stuff out there in the Ocala National Forest long ago, which we found out
I believe it.
recently was was Gerard John Schaefer.
Yep.
So that's where all that came from.
What's going on, John?
But if you've seen Blackwell Ghost, you know, like listen to this guy's voice. It's the guy from that
Nobody
movie.
in there.
This was like one of the first things he made.
Wait 1 second, John. Amy, are you there? Yeah, John says he hears the screaming coming from that room. And I hear it too. But we're sure that no one's checked into that room, correct? John, just wait. We're gonna get a hold of the police, so I would wait for the police, John. Amy, John's gonna enter the room real quick just to check, make sure, see what's going on. Wait one. John? John, are you there? Okay, Amy, John wants you to call the police right now if you don't mind. He says no one's in there, but that all of the
This was a very popular clip.
Oh, yeah.
hold on. He says the carpet's been ripped up and that the shower is on, but nobody's in there.
Again, though, this is another one of those things. If it really happened, it would be all over the news.
Pretty freaked out now.
For sure.
Upon entering the room, he was
Like other people have seen this clip. Can anybody tell me what hotel this is?
Nope.
You would think after this clip, it would be one of the most haunted places in the world. I have no idea where this is.
Right.
So it's very well made. It's a very well made clip. It is fake, and it is the guy from the Blackwell Ghost. And if you have seen it, any of you, listen to his voice when he's speaking over the
It's definitely
walkie-talkie.
him.
It's him.
It's definitely him.
I think his name is John too, isn't it?
Tina, have you ever seen the Blackwell Ghosts
It's awesome.
movies? If not, watch them. They're
Yeah,
amazing.
it's really good. And there's what is there like
There's
seven
like
or
5? I
no?
think?
I think there's more than that.
Really?
I think so. I
Hmm.
want to say there's like 7.
What?
Yeah,
I don't know. We've watched a lot of them.
we have to check and see if there's any more that we haven't seen.
I'm gonna look right now. Go for it.
shocked to find it completely turned upside down. As he stepped inside, a white shadow was seen leaving the room. Some viewers claimed to see just one shadow, while others believed there were multiple spirits. Over the years, numerous reports of strange noises from that room have surfaced, but this recording remains the only evidence of the paranormal activity. This security guard started hearing strange sounds echoing through an empty school. To make sure he wasn't going crazy, he recorded the situation. That's when he saw this.
That's an added in sound effect.
I can hear it.
Yeah, that wind. That's not real. Oh, excuse me. Is this the farting ghost?
No, he got scared. He pooped his pants.
I mean, that's a little over the top.
Okay, you're right. There's 7.
Yeah, I figured.
We gotta catch up, man.
I think we've seen
A
them all.
shadow
Nah.
appearing and disappearing in front of his eyes. He searched for the figure.
I didn't
but
even
found
catch that
nothing.
figure. All I could
Some
concentrate
believe it
on was
was the
this dude
spirit of a
farting.
girl who hung herself in the school's building, leaving the security guard absolutely terrified.
Dude,
This security guard was working
seen
a
this
night shift
before.
when
Yep.
something strange occurred.
This is the problem with these clips is like we've seen.
They all
Oh,
circulate and circulate and
but
circulate.
nobody ever checks if they're real.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not hard to see if they've ever been debunked before.
It's not really a horror movie. It's like a ghost story. He
It's
kind of
uh
documents.
it's a found footage type thing. Even though it's like a guy who's documenting on his camcorder basically paranormal claims of like it starts out as the Blackwell house.
Mhm.
And there's I think the first 3
I
movies
think that's the best one.
are based I like the one in Florida.
Yeah, no, I like the Blackwell
I think
House.
the last one that we watched was the creepiest one.
There's like, it's not really a horror movie. It's more suspense than anything.
Yeah,
And he
it's
just goes and stays in these haunted places and kind of documents his stay.
imagine it's more of a paranormal investigation movie is what it is.
Yeah.
And like you get to see him experience the haunting. I mean it's fake, but
Mhm.
it's done in a way that even though you know it's fake, you still it's very like I don't know, you just it's they're fun to watch.
They are.
Y-
I don't like horror movies either.
Yeah, Megan can't do horror
You
movies.
should watch them. They're really good.
I grew up on horror movies. None of them scare me.
I can't.
Megan,
One of the last times we watched a movie together. Well, no, not one of the last times because
are
we've
we gonna
watched
talk
some
about when we
since.
watched Ouija at your sister's house?
Yep,
And Megan pretended to be asleep for 45 minutes so she didn't have to watch it.
I did.
Yeah. She laid down and pretended to be asleep. And then after the movie, she popped right up. I was so mad. I just wanted to watch the movie with her because I knew she'd
I
get
did
scared.
watch it with you.
No, you didn't. You
I was
pretended to
there.
sleep. Whatever, dude.
I just closed my eyes.
Whatever.
I didn't like it.
You're fired. Shh.
You should check them out, Tina. They're really good.
They are good.
Look how I saw that shit. I saw that shit. See, I saw that shit. And I'm like, and then it disappeared over there by the desk. And I'm like, okay. So I looked at the camera. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down. So I wanted to tell the camera, y'all see that shit? Y'all saw that shit, right? I'm telling CHA, did y'all see that? Okay.
A translucent figure suddenly appeared, floating above him and moving toward the door. Could he have encountered a real ghost that night? To this day, the man remains baffled by the experience. One night, this officer recorded a strange sight while leaving the parking garage after his shift. As he got ready to leave, he heard odd noises coming from the parking level he was on. When he shined the light from his motorcycle into the darkness, he was startled to see this: a creepy figure casually walking through the garage. Since this garage was restricted to the employees only, the situation felt even more unsettling.
Somebody
The officer
couldn't get
searched
in
the
there.
area for any signs
Oh,
of life,
I don't like that.
but
That's
found
creepy.
no one. 2 officers were
That was it?
investigating in
Yep.
the dark after
How do we
receiving
know it
reports
just
from
wasn't another
passerby
employee?
about a strange
know.
creature near the road. That's when they encountered something terrifying.
Wait, I thought these were police videos.
Mhm.
Well, the last one wasn't a police video.
Said he was getting off of work as a
The
police
the
officer.
video of the Blackwell Ghost guy was not a police video.
No. I don't know.
These aren't all police
I don't
videos.
know what's happening.
I think that the security guard one that we just watched is one of the better clips that we've seen.
Yes.
It's a thing that is easy to fake, but I don't know. There was something about it, the way he
Mhm.
reacted and stuff
Oh, yeah.
that didn't feel fake. I don't know. The last one that just played though,
Yeah, I don't know.
it could have just been a person walking through the parking garage.
It was creepy though.
It was just a person.
It was creepy looking.
Do you find people creepy?
Yeah, all the time. Ugh.
We've seen this one. This is at a
Instinctively,
cemetery.
they stepped back, feeling an overwhelming fear.
Yeah, I'd
When they
probably
later
react the same
returned
if
to the
I heard
area
that.
to investigate again, they found nothing. It
I'd
was
need a moment
routine
to
night
collect
patrol
myself.
for the cop, cruising
clean your
through the
pants?
quiet
Yeah.
streets, until he relaxed a moment too soon and collided with something in the middle of the road. He felt a jolt as his car hit something. Worried he had hit a person, he quickly backed up to check, but found no one. When he later checked the footage, he was even more confused to see he had actually hit a shadowy, translucent figure. What was that? One night, two security officers in Argentina were reviewing footage from the previous night, searching for clues about a terrifying incident that had happened that night. At first, they found nothing, but suddenly they spotted this.
Who's the one that walks through the fence? What is this?
Hello? A magician.
A figure who seemed to be smoking something. The flames were
That's-
unusually large,
Smoking
and
something,
the
huh?
situation felt
No.
strange. Suddenly,
I
the woman
think
vanished
the
without a
person never
trace.
really vanished.
The officers
I
were
think
deeply
it's the
unsettled
compression in the
by
video
this bizarre
trying to focus in
encounter.
on the smoke.
What
Mhm.
had really happened that night?
It's a magician.
I want to see the rest of that video
In
when she
2007,
appears
a
back in
family
frame
Puerto
when the
Chile,
smoke clears.
seeing shadows and hearing eerie cries at night, warning them to
Because
leave
those
the
cameras,
house.
the sensors on them, they're not that great. So like it'll try to focus on what it thinks is in the foreground,
Mhm.
and it can't do everything.
Right.
So that's where we get those videos of people that just kind of disappear as they're walking by.
Yeah.
And I'll bet once that smoke cleared, that person came right back. So,
Same thing with ring cams.
yeah, I mean, that's basically what that was.
It's
The
the
same kind of
compression
thing.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
When the police arrived to investigate, they found broken windows and mattresses discarded outside.
Bro, calm down. All right, chill.
During the investigation, Sergeant Boris Oliveira was speaking with the family when a trowel suddenly fell from the attic, adding to their unease. Footage from the house later revealed a shadowy figure darting through the background.
Evidencia, ¿no es cierto?
That person that
Concerned
just
for
walked
their
by.
safety, the police offered the family a place to stay for the night.
There was two people there. There's more than one.
A team
That's
of
just somebody
Lucerna
up by the.
police officers
It's just somebody up by the
responded to a
house.
call about an abandoned
Did you see the
school.
other person?
Neighbors had
Come on,
reported
dude.
loud noises, leading them to suspect intruders. When the officers entered the building, they experienced something unexplainable.
Is that what police look like in other countries?
I guess. I don't.
We've seen this.
Yeah, I know.
Caralho, mano. Mano, que é isso, bicho? Caralho, mano. Bora, mano. Deus me livre, mano. Vai, mano. Vai, mano. Vai, mano. Vai, mano. Vai, mano.
All right, Teen Noodle. Talk to you later.
All right, my dude.
Have a good night.
A door opens and closes with great force, even though no one was there. The officers quickly left, confused about what had just happened. Unfortunately, this incident remains unsolved. This footage was captured on the night of November 22nd, 2022, when police officers were deployed to investigate a house known for its paranormal activities. After confirming there was no one inside, the police told the homeowner to wait outside while they searched. As the officers looked for clues, strange things began happening.
Anyone inside?
No.
Hello?
While one officer suggested the door could have shut from the wind, they couldn't explain the odd noises that followed.
Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
As they climbed the stairs, one officer felt an unsettling presence, even though he was alone upstairs.
Downstairs, clear.
He began to panic, showing signs of fear. After finding nothing unusual, the officers left the house, still feeling like someone was watching them. On December 29, 2020, a security guard's routine patrol took a terrifying turn. According to him, a guest had passed away a few months earlier in the hotel, and since then, strange occurrences had begun.
I heard a woman talking.
A few nights later, while checking the staircase to ensure it was empty, things escalated.
Hello?
Bring your camera off, dude.
Oh my god. What the? What the?
Suddenly he heard footsteps, faint at first, but growing louder as if something was rushing up the stairs. Without waiting to find out what it was, he
these were too
bolted
over the
up
top.
stairs in a panic. Later,
But
while reviewing the footage, he
I'd
thought
say
he saw something or someone lurking behind the door.
this one doesn't feel as
Spanish
blatantly
police
fake
officer
as the other
Carl
ones,
Romero
but
was
it's
watching
always
surveillance
going to be
cameras
my
at the
thing of
station
like,
when he
we
noticed
don't know
something
who's underneath.
unusual in
Right.
the sally port.
First, that was like a polilla, like a fly, a moth.
It's like when
And
you,
then
like when you go to court and they say, when it comes to the state, they have the burden of proof. They have to prove it. It's the same thing in these videos. I mean, some of them could be real for
Oh, for
all
sure.
I know, but it's really on you to like, if you're going to try to tell everybody it's real, I mean, we need to come up with more ways to figure out how to make sure it's real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because on a stairwell, like while you're looking straight down, you don't see anybody, but all somebody's going to do is move back towards the wall and you won't see them.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we know somebody wasn't just right up under there? I'm not saying it's not real because I do, out of all the clips, I do like that one.
That one seemed the most genuine, I
Yeah,
guess.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it's just the burden of proof, honestly.
Yeah.
then I saw the legs and it was a human.
But not a real human.
No, it was just a ghost.
Convinced he had seen a ghost, he reported it to his supervisors who reviewed the footage. The entity seemed to walk toward the old transport cages, passing through the locked area as if the walls were not there.
There's like
See it
2
walk through-
pixels in that.
It walks in the direction of the old transport cages, and there's not really any way for it to get out through there, but it seems to walk right through that.
Detectives confirmed it wasn't a lighting issue or camera malfunction. The station, known for its ghost stories, has had reports of eerie sounds and sensations, especially at night.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I do, actually. I do believe in ghosts.
Do you think that was a ghost?
I do. I do believe it was something. It's hard to say, but yeah, I do believe it was.
Romero, who believes in ghosts, stands by what he saw, describing it as something beyond the ordinary. This guard had been hearing strange sounds coming from a building, so he decided to investigate.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, I'm back.
Is this the guy?
The door was open again. Hello,
40?
security.
Huh?
What guy? Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the
Oh,
guy.
how the hell they keep opening these? Hello.
Hello.
As he inspected the area, he quickly realized he wasn't alone.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't
Determined to
somebody's
document
voice.
the situation, he turned on his camera and began recording.
Okay, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really not sure
Sexy
what's going on
Jerry.
Oh.
Nope. Yeah. This is some spooky going on
That's
here.
obviously he was like, hey, you know what, dude? I got an idea for make a scary video.
This is why my security officer. Just so y'all can be witness here, I'm checking all this. I'm getting the hell out of here. This is my day off.
But after hearing a disturbingly loud scream, fear took over, and he knew that this was not worth risking his safety. Just before 3:30 a.m. on August 11th, the Pueblo Police Department received a call from a funeral home and cemetery. When dispatchers tried to reach the caller, all they heard was static.
That's static, all right.
Hello?
The abandoned call, coupled with the eerie silence at the scene, leaves officers puzzled. Was it a prank, or could there be something more to it? This
Maybe
guard's
doing somebody
experience
who
is
called,
anything
but the
but
phone
normal.
line wasn't working.
Take a look.
These are my least favorite.
Yep.
As he patrols, an unseen force suddenly strikes him. It's clear he's not alone. Whatever is there seems determined to make its presence known. On July 8th, 2023,
How many
chilling
people
body
have you
cam
known that have
footage
ever been
revealed
physically
an
attacked
officer
by a
encountering
ghost?
paranormal activity
0.
while investigating a noise complaint at an abandoned house known as Site 422.
I'm at site 422. 422. This place definitely gives out some creepy vibes.
I didn't see anything.
Oh, dude, that
What began as a routine
is
check
one of the
quickly
fakest
turned into a
shadows I
terrifying
have ever
experience.
seen in a video.
The officer's body cam captured strange movements, and even a very clear shadow appeared in the windows.
Oh my
Then
god.
he heard some unexplainable sounds from a distance.
You can see it. You can see it glitch.
I
If you,
can't.
as the camera's turning, if you really pay attention, you can literally watch it glitch. That's like a green screen from YouTube that somebody took and then overlaid into the video. That was horribly fake. That was terrible. And I want to go back to the cemetery one. People always use the cemetery for these spooky videos because it's a cemetery.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is if you really think about it, I understand people are laid to rest there, but why would anybody be haunting the cemetery?
I don't know.
They didn't die there. They didn't live there. They're not really imprinted on that area other than
Right.
the fact that they were laid to rest there long after they had already died.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I feel like it's less likely for a cemetery to be haunted.
I feel like the only logical thing would be if a parent had to lay their kid to rest and then they passed and kind of just went to be with them
I guess.
there. But that would be like, I don't know, the only scenario that I could think of, I guess.
I'm just
I don't
saying,
know.
if we like, what are we believing? Are we believing that when the spirit, when the body dies, the spirit stays where it was? Do we believe that it ends up where it was buried? Like,
I don't
all
know.
these things like contradict each other. So, which one are we all going to believe as a collective here? I just, to me, I don't think the cemetery. I do believe, like, look, the cemetery can be creepy. I get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a ton of dead bodies there, especially at night.
Mm-hmm.
But I would honestly think that the cemetery would be the least likely place to be haunted.
I feel like it's not a place to be scary. It's a place to visit someone, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
But are they creepy? Yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah, because you always know that you're just looking out into a sea of dead bodies.
Yeah.
This horrid clip, though, might be the fakest thing I've ever seen.
I keep
It's
seeing
done
shadows
badly.
walking by. What the
It remains unclear whether the officer left in fear or continued the investigation.
You can literally see the image
The
glitch.
young security
So
officer
stupid.
was working the night shift at a hospital in Chile when things took a chilling turn. Assigned to watch over the building during renovations, he soon found that his biggest concern was not just human intruders. While on duty, he recorded strange and unexplainable events.
Su madre.
It's a chunk of metal.
Mejor voy a salir luego de acá. Conchetumare. Conchetumare, ¿no? ¿Qué wea fue eso? ¿Qué esa wea, conchetumare? ¿Quién está ahí?
Despite numerous
It
investigations,
looks like another person down
no
on the
one
other
has
end
been able to
I saw
explain
that.
these
filming.
phenomena. What could be happening in
So it
that
looks like they have
hospital?
like a flashlight on their phone.
Officer Ben Malik was on patrol when he unexpectedly spotted a strange figure on the left side of the road. She
Oh,
seemed
there you
to be
go.
starting a
Yeah,
fire,
you can get in.
prompting him to pull over and investigate. When he approached her, he noticed her face appeared to be burning. He wondered
Alright,
if
never
she was
mind. You're
performing
not allowed in.
some sort of ritual. Shortly after this strange encounter, Officer Malik arrested the woman. But what really happened that night remains a mystery.
So she wasn't a ghost.
No.
It all began when police were
He
called
arrested
to a
her.
haunted house in Atlanta after Jennifer captured something frightening on her security camera. While her daughter Lauren was watching TV, she received a notification that her entryway camera had detected something. Attached was a video showing a translucent man resembling Jennifer's late son Robbie, who had died 2 years earlier. Disturbed, Jennifer and Lauren checked the kitchen but found no one there. This event left her in disbelief, wondering why Robbie's ghost was there.
Interesting.
As an officer was returning home one night, they encountered something eerie.
I'll never talk trash about those
Transparent
ones.
figure can be seen crossing the road. Some think it might be the spirit of someone who died at that spot, while others wonder if it was just a strange reflection. An officer
Oh,
on
look like he was
patrol
hopping.
was
I
driving
know.
on a
That was
deserted
weird.
road in the middle of the night when he encountered this.
Oh, God.
She's stabbing herself? Yes.
A pale figure suddenly appeared out of nowhere. How the officer handled this situation remains unknown.
This is some straight up horror movie stuff, dude.
A small group was having a party at home when strange
I
things
like it,
began
though.
to happen,
I do like it.
prompting
That was
them
weird.
to call the police.
Maintenant, je pense qu'on va rentrer tranquillement. What?
None of these people actually existed.
What? Il y a de l'ambiance chez vous, monsieur? Bah ouais. Ouais, ouais. Vous voulez venir avec nous ou quoi?
Dang, police in France can just walk in?
While the officers were investigating the house, something suddenly fell off a shelf. Despite the eerie occurrences, the cops found nothing and couldn't explain what was happening. The group felt no safer after their
Could it
visit,
be that it
leaving
just
them unsettled
fell?
and on edge.
It was hanging out quite a bit.
Security officer Tim was working his night shift when something unsettling happened.
Pale feet.
No way.
What? No way. For sakes.
Mm-hmm. How dark does it need to be?
It is like unnaturally dark.
Where are you, bro? What is this place?
Ew. Bro, barefooted in the bathroom?
Super gross.
Like in a public bathroom? That's nasty. You know why it needs to be
Suddenly,
dark?
he
For
spotted
cuts.
a pair of pale feet peeking out from under a door. This shocking discovery shook him.
Oh, look, it's
but
pitch
it was
black
only
for
the
a second.
beginning.
I wonder why.
On another night, while Tim was doing his rounds, a chilling roar echoed through the hall, and a locked door swung open on its own.
Oh, shit.
Sounded mechanical.
Who's there?
Your mom.
Driven by
Yo, mama.
curiosity, he decided to investigate an abandoned warehouse filled with forgotten items. Suddenly, this happens.
I guess we're doing this.
Hello? Shit. What the fuck? Whoa.
Sound made me jump.
Hello?
And there's a little
Who's there?
shadow head that pops out of the back right corner, and he goes to look, and there's nothing there.
Hello?
Oh, please. That's the same bathroom doors from the last one.
It is.
What?
Hey.
This is probably the realest one we've seen.
Later, he captured something more disturbing.
Hello?
Hello?
Goodbye. You've got mail.
Mm.
In the footage, shadowy arms can be seen reaching from the darkness, a sight that ultimately drove him to quit.
Those scarecrow arms?
You know what that looks like?
What?
Those look like two long gloves that somebody just draped over the ends and are pulling them back. Look at them. Whose hands and arms do you know look like that?
A scarecrow.
Look at the disproportion of the forearm and hand.
Those are ginormous forearms, sir.
It looks like giant toddler arms, like baby arms. You know, when they get the little like rolls on them. That's what that looks like. Like, that is quite possibly. I am stupider for watching this. I am.
This is great.
Yeah, I've lost so many brain cells during this video.
Quit his job. But why hadn't he shunned his flashlight earlier? On his final night, he documented his last encounter. In the corner of the room sat a woman, silently watching him, but suddenly the recording cut off.
Of course it did.
Who or what did Tim encounter that night? This video was captured by a CCTV camera in the parking garage of a police station and shared by Ecuador's police's official channel. The clip starts with a security guard parking his car, locking it, and leaving the garage to begin his shift. However, things take a strange turn when this happens.
Sounds like somebody's shitbox won't start. Well, we know it's not a ghostly car. We just watched him park it.
Mm-hmm.
Something seems to push the car forward, even though the keys are not in the ignition. This bizarre occurrence is
How
hard to
come the
explain,
volume
and it has
didn't
led many
change at
officers
all
to
if it's
share their
moving towards
own
the camera?
Closer,
eerie
yeah.
stories about being alone in the garage.
Could it
Could
just
this
be
place
that
be haunted?
he left it in
Now,
neutral and didn't
watch
put his
these next
parking
terrifying
brake on?
encounters.
Because that sound should have gotten louder as it came towards the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Like if that camera actually even has audio, which I honestly doubt.
I highly doubt it.
Because if we go back, I want to see something real
Most
quick.
security cameras don't.
I want to see something here. I want to go back to the beginning of that. Yeah, totally.
This video was captured by a CCTV camera in the parking garage of a police station and shared by Ecuador's police's official channel. The clip starts with a security guard parking his car, locking it, and leaving the garage to begin his shift. However, things take a strange turn when this happens.
So what I'm looking for is, I guess I don't know if it's the original video that it sped up like that, but they do that because there's probably no audio, and somebody's gonna be like, "Well, how come we didn't hear the car door?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't we hear him set the car alarm?"
Mm. That's a good point. That's a really good
Because
point.
you're in a parking garage, right? If you're gonna hear that much sound, I can see the street in the background. Why don't we hear any of that?
Yeah.
It would be echoing through there. You'd hear other things and not just this one steady sound of ignition trying to turn over that gets super close to the camera yet never changes.
Yeah.
Come on.
I know.
Come on. Come on. You're not fooling me, guys. Let's go. This has become like my thing now. I just want to be able to disprove all this stuff.
Debunk videos.
Well, yeah, because like I'm tired of people trying to sell us this crap and tell us that it's real because there are some people out there who do believe it's real
Yeah, I know.
and it's not.
So many.
It's fake. And I don't like and basically they're scamming. They're making all this money convincing people that, believe it that it's legit and they're making money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
No,
No, sir.
it's fake.
It is.
It is fake.
Definitely.
I just wanted to say thank you guys for joining us.
Ah,
It's been fun. I'd like to say that the video was awesome, but it wasn't.
it was terrible.
It was an awful video.
Sorry. I just blindly pick on
You know,
YouTube.
this was a good. This week was good because Megan always gives me crap about the videos that I pick. And now we have seen that her picks are no better.
I don't know. I like the disappearance one. That one was really good.
Yeah, that one was all right. That one
I
was
think
pretty
picked
good.
another one that was like a disappearance.
I didn't
But of a specific person.
I didn't see that one.
Mm,
I know you did pick other paranormal stuff, ones that I'm not willing to watch and pick apart.
I know.
And then the other one that I still haven't been able to find a definitive answer on, but I don't feel like dealing with it. If they don't want to see people to watch it and use it, then I won't. I don't care.
Yeah.
So
Oh well.
I already have something lined up for Monday though.
Yay.
And I have some other ideas of things they're kind of paranormal, but not totally paranormal. Some of them are more ex- exploring slash paranormal.
Okay, I'm down.
So
I
maybe,
like it.
I don't mind doing things that are kind of paranormal adjacent, if you will. It's it's all in the same family, We're gonna do all kinds of stuff. We'll eventually get into other cryptid things and ghost stuff. And I don't know, maybe we'll watch some stuff that we know is fake just because it's entertaining. I don't know.
I like it.
But anyways, you know where to follow us all. And always a big shout out to our Patreons.
That's
We love you
right.
guys. Thank you so
We
much for what you do.
do.
And I guess we will catch everybody on Monday.
All right. We'll see you then.
All right, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Now I have to